Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this is going to be a Raid Shadow Legends video going over everything happening in game as we wrap up the week here on Sunday. There are a few things that we want to keep in mind for the Razer Fusion that are going to be closing up this week, and then I want to talk about some context around things happening in Raid, like the live arena launching this week, and just put a bow on this week as we head into Monday tomorrow. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, there has been shard events going on this weekend for the 10x of different champions. We already talked about the most notable things going on are probably the new Void Legendary is up for grabs here in the 10x. I talked about that in a dedicated video and ranked her a little bit towards the bottom half of the Void Legendaries, not quite like the worst, but not quite average, kind of somewhere in there in like the underwhelming tier. And then we also had Stag Knight there, an amazing progression epic up for grabs. But all in all, the 10x's are super underwhelming, but it is worth noting because it is going to be ending today. The Summon Rush. Oh wait, we've got a Hoppy Spring deal, and if I close it, it's gone forever. Okay, Plarium, let's pull up the offer calculator right during the middle of the video. Okay, so we've got $10, and then this is how Plarium makes me go over their packs right away. Earlier in the video, for better conversion rate here, right? They're onto it here. They're learning. Okay, so then we've got the Mortal Soul Stones right here of 6, and the Immortals of 2. And what's this grade out to? A 2.25. Okay, so what this means is if you are at least in the mid tier of spending, probably the best you're ever going to see some of these blessing mechanics. Now, I know some of you are in the camp of the blessing mechanics are ridiculous and the odds are too bad. I'm never going to buy them really, no matter what the price is. This would need to be like $1 for you to buy it. And I understand that. I honestly lean towards just kind of whatever blessings I get over the long haul. I'm going to take it, but I'm not really going to spend on them. So I do understand that perspective for sure. And I haven't really spent hardly any money on blessings since the mechanic was added to the game. But if you're curious about the grade and how it grades within the landscape of Plarium and what kind of packs they offer, this one is going to be a good one for blessings. So it's just going to depend on you and your financial situation and your spending tier. All I can do is kind of grade it within the context of the packs you can expect to see. But I will give Plarium credit for the artwork. This is super creative how they have like the raid champions here as Easter eggs. So I do like that. But even though it's a really good deal for blessings, I am going to unfortunately close this. Oh my goodness, is this another one I can't close? Okay, we're gonna go over that one here a little bit later in the shop. But there's some things that we need to talk about going on within the context of the game. So it's gonna be a little bit of a lull for the next few days, probably. I doubt they would do like a guaranteed event during the beginning of the week, but you never know, Plarium. We might get news in the morning that they're doing some crazy guaranteed event like Michinaki or something, but I don't know. We're not going to have a CVC this week, so you've still got about, I don't know, 9 days until your next CVC. So this week's going to be mainly just kind of a lull. Focus on doing your stuff for the Razer Fusion if you are. Otherwise, just kind of chill and manage your account accordingly. But as far as today, something you're definitely going to want to focus on is the champion training, because this is going to be ending. So you can see I scooped up my rewards over there on the right to keep pace with the rare that I need. And then also under the events, we've got the Summon Rush and the Dungeon Divers ending today. So there's a lot of stuff kind of wrapping up here on the last day of the week. The Dungeon Divers does take a decent amount of points at 2850. You can get points for this in the campaign, worth noting, because it says earn points by looting artifacts in the dungeons or the campaign. So a lot of people kind of forget when they're newer, they think you have to do dungeons because it's Dungeon Divers, but you can double dip and do the champion training and the Dungeon Divers at the same time. Also, the Summon Rush is going to be coming to a close. You want to at least get to 2150 and scoop up that rare. On your way to the rare, Ancients do get a little bit of a boosted value in this. Usually I talk about how trash Ancient Shards are for these events, and they're like the worst out of the 4 shards. You don't want to be pulling Ancients. But during an event like this, Ancients do have a little bit of bonus value, because if you pull the epic that's up for the fusion, that's huge. And if you pull the rare that's up for the fusion, that's huge, because now you just got a bonus rare towards your objective. But the unfortunate thing is it takes like 108 rares to finish, or 108 ancient shards to finish this, which is just completely insane. I guess hopefully during those 108 you would pull one of the rares or something, I mean, your odds are probably like 30 something percent of pulling one of the rares, I guess. But my goodness, that is just brutal in terms of the point totals to have to pull that many. I mean, even if you like bought them with gems, it would cost you a ton, because it's 900 for 11 gems, right? So you have to pull 108 and you divide that by 11. You have to buy 10 of those offers. You're talking about like 9,000 gems to go ahead. It's just so crazy how much it takes to take that down. So I'd almost rather just pull a couple sacreds and go about it that way, or just try to pull a bunch of mystery shards. Going to be really important for us to be diligent about keeping up on mystery shards as we kind of go forward with this new meta and raid of things constantly going on. I think it's going to be lowering the value of the Nightmare campaign, because the Nightmare campaign doesn't drop mystery shards. I think everybody's going to want to be farming 12 brutal no matter what, because we've got to stay stacked up on mystery shards. So yeah, anyway, today, focus on the champ training and double dipping with the dungeon divers and making sure that you do your summon rush. I'm going to have to I've got to take off and watch my cousin play in a basketball tournament today, so I'm kind of up against it. But I am going to later today make sure I sit down and go about the summon rush and finish it before the day ends, because that's kind of our priorities today. And then with whatever other energy you have, you've got your Ice Golem tournament going on and stuff like that to prioritize. So, okay, now I'm ready, Plarium. We can pull up the offers and talk about stuff going on. What is this? Festive spring offer gift. Let's plug it in. Look at you, Plarium, trying to win me over. Okay, let's plug this in and see how much this is worth. It was 250k silver, 200 energy, 100 multi-battles. That's nice. 100 multi-battles, 20 XP brews. Okay, there we go. And then a 5-star and an epic tome. Okay, boom and boom. Okay, and there we go. $7 of a free gift here for spring. That is very nice. And you know, we got to give credit to Plarium when they do nice things. And you know, it might be a 90-10 ratio. They might mess up 90% of the time, and they might be nice 10% of the time. But hey, we got to give credit where credit is due. Appreciate the $7 worth of goodies gift. Now, let's talk about the festive personal pack. It's a purchase limit of 2. So I already have my antenna up that it's probably not a very good offer. It would be purchase limit of 1 if it was a good offer. So I'd say, well, I mean, within the context of raid, you would definitely want to pull because like, see, this is why I say the point totals are so bad on those summon rushes, because okay, 1 sacred is 500 points, 6 times 120 is 720 points, and then the ancients 14 times 20 is only 280. So it's literally just trash. So in terms of the summon rush, you'd go with the voids right here, and then definitely a void for 200 gems. What does the offer calculator say? A void, or 2 voids or 200 gems. So 200, or I mean, yeah, 200 gems is 244, and then a void is 2. Yeah, okay, I knew it was gonna be close. Yeah, so about even. I would probably go with the voids. And then right here, that's a lot of chickens. 7 4-star chickens. But again, I'd probably go with the 1500 energy, but a lot of people would probably take the book. Kind of adjust this. I can't remove this. Okay, well, whatever. So let's plug that in. So we've got 8 voids and 1500 energy. So 8 voids and 1500 energy right there with an offer of 25. This is probably going to be mostly, yep, okay, 1.03. So this one, not amazing. That's why it's just a purchase of 2. For high spenders, it might be decent, but it's mostly going to be a pass for most people, I think. And then the pack string right here. This is pretty meh. And then mini pack, spring chained. Not the worst you're gonna see, but nah, not super amazing. I would prioritize the blessings one that popped up today, probably, if I was gonna buy anything. Nothing else is too ridiculous in my opinion. So, okay, have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. It's been a crazy weekend for me with the Amazon Prime show going on yesterday, hanging out with BBXH and Dean So Cool, and then kind of taking off here for a little bit for a basketball tournament and all that. But I will be around later tonight, and we'll be back at it on the grind this week, talking about the live arena, doing a bunch of collabs, and keeping tabs on the Razer Fusion. And it should be a pretty fun week coming up here for Raid Shadow Legends. So I hope all of you have a fantastic end of your weekend. Remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy daily Rage Shadow Legends content. I will see you soon in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.